Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. We're going to be doing chapter 4 in Yukimaro's route, going down to his route. This is the last chapter in the common route until we branch off into his. It's one chapter shorter than the other common routes, which I'm totally fine with because this series has been going on since Halloween and October 15th, and it needs to be over. Because I have Battlefield Waltz now coming out on Saturdays, and I want to play them once a week. Anyway, I'm just gonna skip the recap because it's pretty much the same in every single episode. She's still stuck on her career path survey with spirits helping her, and it's going nowhere. She doesn't know what to do with it yet. It's morning. I kept waking up throughout the night, and before I knew it, sunlight was filtering through the curtains. Wouldn't it be great if I really could decide things on my own, like Yukimaro said? The mom's sad expression. Toka said I'm misinterpreting it. What does that mean? Did I make a mistake? What should I do? I can't keep thinking about this. Lying in bed, my mind replayed yesterday's events over and over. Unable to relax, I decided to get up. Today was my day off, so I went for a walk to clear my head. I breathed in the fresh morning air. This feels nice.
まったくじゃな。だが、目の下にクマができておるぞ。
Yukimaro suddenly appeared out of nowhere. I seriously wish he'd stop doing that. I gave him a harsh look, and his expression immediately turned somber.
主様、昨夜は勝手をして申し訳なかった。だが、あのままでは。
It's okay, I get it. At first I was shocked and more than a little upset, but I can't deny that your words made me happy. Yukimaro helped me envision a new future. I could tell that he wanted me to enjoy my life. Hearing you talk about my life like that, it made me feel happy, truly. And I actually would love to follow a path like the one you described. I smiled and quickly hid my face from view. But I'm worried about Mom. It still seems like she's chasing after my dad somehow. I want her to be able to move forward, and I was hoping my going into the medical field could inspire her to do that. Yukimaro gently lifted my chin with his fan.
主様の思いやりは立派。だが、母上はそのようなことは望んでおらぬ。
She looks so sad, though.
目に見えるものがすべてではない。母上の言葉を覚えておるだろう。お主がお主自身で切り開けるよう願っていた。
Yeah, I heard her say that, but I doubt she really meant it.
相手を思うあまり考えすぎていけない。素直に捉えていいこともあるのだぞ。
Toka has said something similar. Would it really be okay? Can I really choose my own path? You really think I could choose my own path, like my mom said? I looked up at Yukimaro, who smiled back at me.
当たり前じゃ。主様の人生なのだからな。
At least my heart began to feel lighter. It had been weighed down all this time, but finally I felt like I was starting to see a way forward.
まだ不安なことはあるが、我らがおるのだ。安心せ。
おい、我らってのはなんだよ。
He knew you were there. I turned to face the voice behind me and I found Koharu standing nearby. These guys seriously appear out of nowhere.
まさか俺を当てにしてねえだろうな。
何を言うておる。我らはチーム主様だと語り合ったではないか。
語り合ってねえ。勝手に話を作るな。
そんなこと言って主様のことを気にかけているくせに。
そんなことあるわけねえだろうが。
それじゃあ優がたたってる相手に卵焼きなんて作ってやるかの
Harry was speechless and turned to glare at me. Why her?
くそ。おい犬、面倒な座敷わらしにさっさと消えてもらえ。命令だ。
What? That's not fair. Yohara seemed rather upset while Yukimaro took my hand as if to protect me.
主様が夢を見つけられるよう助力する。それこそが一式ミサの座敷わらしとしてすべきこと。そうじゃろ。
Truthfully, I was grateful for his sentiment. But this whole thing made me feel like I was getting pulled into opposite directions. Whichever we go with, obviously, that's my guardian spirit. And that's why you're my guardian spirit. He's like, what? I turned and smiled at Yukimaro. His face lit up with joy upon seeing my smile. Oh my goodness.
それでこそ我が主様じゃ。
It's about time we got a CG. When I edited the last video, I was like, wait, did I just edit this whole thing and there's not a CG? That's twice in a row. Dang it. He's so happy. Hey. I was both surprised and embarrassed by his sudden closeness. Too close, too close.
無理じゃ。嬉しくて感情が抑えきれないのだ。だって初めて認めてくれたのだぞ。この我が主様の座敷わらしであると。主様、必ずや幸せにしてみせるぞ。たとえ何年かかってでも。
I can't spend too much time thinking about this. Besides, you can't stick around here forever, you know.
主様が何と言おうとそうするのじゃ。
Wow, he's the same as ever, but she's going to get happy. Thank you. I haven't felt this positive in a long time. Please keep watching over me.
なんと嬉しい言葉の嵐。
Yukimaro's face flourished with delight as his face came even closer to mine. I could almost feel his breath. As he got close, suddenly Yukimaro was yanked away. Don't touch her. Kohara was there, visibly upset, holding Yukimaro by the collar.
てめえ、今何しようとした？あ？
It looks like he's going to rip him apart. Kohara looked agitated, but Yukimaro puffed out his chest defiantly.
そんなの接吻に決まっておる。嬉しい気持ちが溢れて止まらなくなったのだ。
A bus? You mean a kiss? What's he trying to pull here?
海外ドラマでよくあるだろう。感極まってキスをする場面が。
Oh my goodness, he's so passionate.
てめえは日本のあやかしだろうが。変なところ真似しようとするんじゃねえ。頭を冷やせ。
You're a Japanese spirit. You're not foreign. Guys, you remember we're outside, right? I look like a crazy person talking and laughing by myself. I realized how strange I must have appeared. I was grateful it was the weekend and there weren't many people around. After my comment, they disappeared in a cloud of smoke. They're going to be human. Then they reappeared, transformed as humans.
これでよいな。さて、どこに行くのだ？
Let's go on a date.
目的も知らずに化けたのかよ。
己も同じ行動をとっているのを忘れておらぬか？
どこ行くんだよ。
Just a casual stroll. I'm fine alone, really. I felt guilty seeing them expend energy to transform, but I wanted to be honest. Then I'll be off then, okay? I turned and started walking away from them. I said I was fine alone, right? Yeah, when I turned around, Yukimaro and Kohara were trotting along behind me. That's so cute. They're just following her around like little puppies. I stopped and turned to face them. Why are you guys following me?
主様の行くところ、どこでもついていくと言ってあったではないか。これを言うのは3回目だぞ。
He's always so literal.
俺は散歩が好きだからってだけだ。気にするな。
Feel free to ignore me. Amid our conversation, a dog's bark drew near. Is it Totodamaru?
おーい、ミサ
So not only does she have one hot guy with her, now she's got two hot guys with. See, Totodamaru. I knew that was her dog's name. Sayaka with her family dog Totodamaru. The two of them came running over.
おはよう。ミサが朝ここにいるなんて珍しい。
I know, in the company of two men. Good morning. I felt like taking a walk today. Hi there, Totodamaru. I greeted Totodamaru, and he responded with lively barks.
殿田丸どこじゃ
He caught onto it. Yukimaro looked around, surprised. Not the anime character, it's the name of Sayaka's dog.
なんと、ワンコの名前。大層な名をもらいよって。
In honor, Sayaka's dog. She named him after her favorite anime Totodamaru. He is also a chihuahua. Oh, really? Yukimaro observed Totodamaru curiously.
小春さんですよね。昨日はどうも。
ああ。ここで会うとは奇遇だな。
He's backing away. Koharu chuckled nervously, taking a step back from Sayaka. I wonder what she's been asking the spirit board.
ねえ、またもやイケメンが増えてるんだけど。
Sayaka whispered to me, "Oh, that's Yukimaro. He's a friend of Koharu's." Koharu glared, but I ignored him. I couldn't think of any other way to introduce him. Meanwhile, Yukimaro was.
お主は殿田丸を見たことあるか？あれはとても良いアニメなのだぞ。はっはっは、そうかそうか。まったく過方者め。
Yukimaro seemed to be talking with Totodamaru. He's a bit unique, isn't that right, Koharu?
ああ、そうだな。日本一変わった男だ。
He's so awkward. Japanese weirdest man refers to Yukimaro. The way he thinks and acts, everything about him is unique.
殿田丸と会話してくれて嬉しいよ。あ、そうだ。ミサに渡したいものがあったんだ。はい、これ。
Sayaka handed me something from her pocket. Is it a good luck charm?
つくも神社で買ったんだ。一緒に聖銀大学に受かるように神頼み。
Oh. That's right, I need to tell Sayaka my decision. Oh no, I should go to break her heart. She seemed so excited, and I really didn't want to ruin her enthusiasm, but I have to tell her. Sayaka, I'm sorry, I've decided to think things over a bit more.
どういうこと？
Oh, the music stopped and everything. Sayaka's smile faded. I know I told you I wanted to go to Seiin, but I want to think about it more. I want to take some time to find the school and job that's right for me. I'm sorry for changing my mind. I know you were so excited yesterday. Sayaka's expression grew somber, and I knew telling her was the right thing to do, and once I started, it kind of came out. I had a feeling that Sayaka would be upset, but I thought she'd get over it quickly.
こうなるって。なんとなくわかってた。
Sayaka spoke softly, looking down. Sayaka?
こうなるんじゃないかって思ってたんだ。だって昨日のミサの様子おかしかったもん。無理してお母さんに合わせて決めたんでしょ。
Well...
だからね、私。あなたが進路を変えないように、あなたの気持ちを見ないふりしていた。目いっぱい喜んだり、一緒に通うって強調して、そのお守りも。
Sayaka's shoulders shook as she struggled to get out the words. I reached out to her when she suddenly snapped her head back up to look at me.
ミサは勝手だよ。 自分だけで決めようとしていて、何も相談してくれないから。だから私は。
Sayaka picked up Todamaru and ran away from me. My emotions were so raw I couldn't bring myself to call her to come back. I haven't seen Sayaka look so upset since. It was our first year in junior high, and she didn't fit in with her classmates. She was so lost in her own head she started skipping class. Nobody knew where she'd went. And I came out to look for her. I ended up finding her, but it was then that I realized how fragile her emotions could be. And now, when I had thought about my future...
何年か前、今みてえな顔で俺を呼び出したことがあったな。
When we were in junior high, about 4 years ago, right?
ああ。どうしたら友達から無視されないかってな。
Oh.
明確な答えがあるもんじゃねえから、答えてやれなくてな。
Farhad's gazed in the direction Sayaka had run off to. Anger flickered in his eyes.
あの時、お前があいつに手を差し伸べたのを、俺は知っている。
You've been watching this whole time?
俺はそんなに暇じゃねえよ。
Whatever. He spoke coldly, then gently ruffled my hair.
お前なら、あいつの考えていることがわかるんじゃねえか。
I pondered deeply about it. My actions had driven Sayaka away. After all, to her I was... for her emotional support. It's that way in both, so we're gonna say I've taken her for granted. I mean, I've always been there for Sayaka. Perhaps she thought it would always be like that. Is that why she's so upset? She can't imagine us ever being apart. In response, Kohara shook his head.
それはちょっと違うんじゃねえか。当たり前じゃないと分かっていたから、不安を抱えていたんだろう。
He had a point. Sayaka has specifically said that she thought I was doing what my mom wanted. I need to rethink this. Okay, I'm gonna go back up. Wait. There we go. I almost forgot how to do this. After all, to her, I was her emotional support. I've always been Sayaka's emotional support. It's kind of like I have to be there for her. I was filled with a mix of emotions as I spoke. Sayaka was a dear friend, so being there for her came naturally to me. Yukimaro had been silent until that point suddenly spoke up.
先ほどの娘が言っていたことも一理あるのだ。主様は一人で抱え込むところがあるという点においてな。周りに心配をかけまいとしているのかもしれないが、それは違う。主様が大切だからこそ話してほしいと思うものじゃ。力になりたいと思っている姉上、こうなのだと決めつけてしまっていた母上、寂しさを抱える友人と、まあ我が観察した程度ゆえ定かではないが。
雪丸の言う通りかもな。周りはお前が考えるよりもお前を思っている。
Realizing my mistake, I couldn't say anything. I hugged my head in shame. Then I felt a kind hand to cut my shoulder.
今気づけてよかったな。
With that, he began to walk away.
そろそろ帰るぞ。帰ったら卵焼き作ってやる。
Aw, is he going to cheer her up?
ほら、お前も行くぞ。殿田丸とかいうアニメ見るんだろ。
おお、そうであった。今日は土曜日だからスペシャルだと告知されておったのを忘れておった。
I stood there for a moment, watching the two of them chatter back and forth, before returning to catch up with them. Farhad's right. I'm glad I realized this now. I'll patch things up with Sayaka, and we can figure things out together. I resolved not to bottle things up anymore and decided to move forward. Yay! I didn't skip it this time. Despite watching Todamaru in the living room, I couldn't stop thinking about Master.
我が主様は愛しの主様じゃ。
He sounds like a lovesick boy. I found myself murmuring those words. Honestly, this was the first time I had been able to fulfill my role as a guardian spirit so well. Previously, people didn't take me seriously or they wished I would leave. That was terrible. This time, I was determined to succeed. I have to succeed. I'm committed to making her happy. As much as I wanted to do as her guardian spirit, I felt like it might also be because it's Misa. Yet Sayaka's situation was somewhat concerning. It seemed that her career path moving forward was far from settled. Lost in thought, I suddenly gasped.
おっと、いけないいけない。今は目の前の殿だ丸に集中せねば。
His perspectives is like working towards a friendship more than a romance. Every other perspective changes where they think about her. They're getting closer to being like attached to her in a more romantic way, and I'm not getting that with Yukimaro, unfortunately. After returning home, I found that Mom and my sister had already left for work. I quickly washed my face and entered the living room. Yukimaro was on the sofa, intensely watching TV with Toka right beside him.
これ、トーカ殿。そのように前で見られると見えぬではないか。だって、雪丸さんの隣だとうるさいんですもん。
I smiled, amused by their interaction, and by the fact that I was getting used to their presence. Oh, that smell. The aroma of miso soup wafted through the air. I followed the scent and found Koharu in the kitchen, finishing up breakfast.
あ？この皿に乗っているもんはなんだ？これも温めていいんだよな。
That were her mom left. Thanks, Koharu. Please let me help. When I entered the kitchen, I saw that Koharu had nearly finished everything. On the table before me was an elaborate breakfast.
もう終わってるからさっさと座れ。冷めちまうぞ。
I'm sorry for making you do all this.
お前のためじゃねえ。料理をするのが好きってだけだ。ほら、しっかり食え。
You totally did it for her.
では、いただくとしようかな。
As if appearing out of nowhere, Yukimaro was already at the table ready to eat. He's always ready to eat. He's so fast, I thought he was watching TV in the other room. But Koharu swiftly pulled the plate of tamagoyaki away from Yukimaro. Why?
お前のために作ったわけじゃねえ。
I told you, you made it for her.
腹が減っては主様を幸福にできぬ。
I didn't make it for you.
甘ったれなこと言うな。幸福にしてから勝利の味を噛みしめろ。
I chuckled as I watched the sparks fly between them and as I sat down to eat. Now, I hardly doubt I can finish all this on my own.
さすが主様だの。いただいたものはありがたく遠慮せずに腹に収めよう。
Yum yums.
たく、お前甘すぎるぞ。こいつにはもっと厳しくした方がいい。
Toga, drawn by the lively atmosphere, floated over to the table and squinted his eyes as he stared down at the table. He pointed his finger to one of the plates.
久しぶりに見たです。姉上の作ったもの。
What's wrong with her? Toga's words caught me off guard. I nearly choked my food. Okay.
主様、ほれ、水じゃ。あまり急いで食べるのは良くないぞ。
It's not that. I'm just surprised my sister cooked.
なるほど、それか。一品だけ、色もだが、形状もおかしいから出そうか迷ったんだが。
He hesitated to serve it.
テーブルの上にメモがあってな。
Koharu brought over the note and I realized it was the message from my sister.
我が愛しの妹へ翼ちゃん特製のお料理だよ。これを食べれば心も体も幸せってもんよ。残さず食うんだぞ、翼。
At the bottom there was an addition.
気持ちだけ受け取っておきなさい。
Oh, Mom, but Tsubasa asked me to eat all of it.
姉上なりにあなたのことが気になっているです。
He's right. It was no doubt my sister's way of trying to support me in my career struggles, and also in Mom's anxiety about me. But her cooking, I peered down at what appeared to be some sort of omelet. My heart was warmed by her concern. I don't know if I have the courage to eat it.
小春さん、お料理が好きなら姉上の手料理は食べておいた方がいいです。
He'll be your test subject.
この世のものとは思えない体験ができるですから。
No, you really shouldn't. It's...
見た目で決めつけちゃいけねえ。どれ
Oh no, wait. He took it right before I could stop him. Kaharu coughed, clearly wounded by the dish.
なんてこりゃ
Kaharu turned blue and fainted. That's really funny.
はあ。あやかしを混沌させるとは、姉上はただものではないの。
Knockout spirits. Hey, this isn't funny. Kaharu, did you hear me? Are you alright?
ミサさん、大丈夫ですよ。少ししたら元気になるです。
Sheesh, Toka. My sister's cooking may not be hazardous to a spirit's health, but it wouldn't be a pleasant dining experience. I sighed at Toka's insensitivity. After the chaos of the morning, I retreated to my room and browsed various colleges online. So many colleges, so many potential things to study, so many various certifications. My eyes were unfocused as I continued to scroll. My thoughts drifted to Sayaka. I tried calling her, but she didn't pick up, and the messages I sent received no reply. The way we left things yesterday made me anxious. Yesterday. It's been a whole day. Maybe I should try dropping by her place.
集中できておらぬと見えるぞ。
I guess I should have known if they were eating breakfast that it's been like a whole day. I just assumed it was later in the day. Yukimaro observed, his face peering into my field of vision. I can't stop thinking about Sayaka. I glanced over at the charm she had bought on my desk. As I went to pick it up, Yukimaro placed his hand over mine. His hand was large, making my heart flutter, but he seemed focused on the charm.
ふむ。迷いと少々の邪気を感じるの。これを送る際、さやか殿は不安定だったと見える。
Unstable. Sayaka's words echoed in my mind. That's why I pretended not to notice. I didn't want you to change your mind. That's why I acted so excited before, why I pushed for us to go together, why I bought you that charm. This charm was meant to keep me tied to our original plan.
物にも魂のようなものが宿るというが、これはまだそのような状態にない。主様がどのような心持ちで扱うかによって気も変わる。
In that case, I'll take good care of it. I wanted this charm to be a positive force. And just like that, an idea struck me. I know, I should get Sayaka a gift. I'll pick something out for her and then drop by her place. That's perfect. I'm going to head out.
天気が良いのだから気分転換もよしであるな。
Yukimaro encouraged me with a smile and I quickly prepared to leave. Now we're going to the shopping mall. As I left, I realized the house was empty. Everyone else must have plans today. In that case, I should head out too. Yay, shopping mall. This is the one I thought we were going to in the last chapter, and I skipped ahead on accident. Shopping mall. While I wandered around the shopping mall looking for something to give Sayaka. Oh, Yukimaro. I wasn't expecting to run into him here.
おお、主様もここに用事があったのか。奇遇じゃな。
What brings you to the mall, Yukimaro? I couldn't help but be curious about what a spirit would be doing at the mall.
映画館に行くところでな。 見たいものがあるのだ。
I mean, that's what Kuroha and Koyo does, right? A movie. I blurted out the words out loud, then quickly covered my mouth. Everyone here is going to think I'm crazy. I quickly glanced around, relieved to see that nobody else seemed to notice my outburst.
おお、そうじゃったな。ちょっと待っておれ。
She's gonna poof out of nowhere. Like, that's suspicious too. Yukimaro transformed, immediately blending in with the rest of the crowd. Thanks for that.
主様のためなのだ。まあ、映画を見るときは元に戻るがの。
You could watch it for free. I guess he plans to get in for free. I suppose it makes sense that he likes going to the movies. He is crazy for TV. What movie are you planning to see? Yukimaro smiled proudly as he answered.
決まっておろう。殿だまるの映画じゃ。
Of course. Ah, that makes sense. I didn't even know there was a new Totodamaro movie out. It seemed that Yukimaro was turning me into a very knowledgeable Totodamaro fan with each passing day.
だが、上映時間までまだ時間があっての。主様、暇つぶしに付き合ってくれんか？
Sure, I love the company, as long as you don't mind shopping for a gift for Sayaka.
それこそ、喜んでなのじゃ。
The two of us began walking through the mall's various shops. Oh yeah, there was something I wanted to talk to him about. This is where we're going to go through all of them because this is the last chapter, and we're going to save love for last. So let's do spirit. Yukimaro, you seem like you have a lot of spirit acquaintances and friends.
それがの我ほどの知性と教養があるあやかしは敬遠されがちなのだ。
Intelligent, cultured.
我がひとたび現れて絡むと皆そそくさと逃げていっての。
Yukimaro sighed and I couldn't really understand why. What do you mean get involved?
いつもと変わらぬぞ。小春や東花殿といる時のような感じじゃ。
Intelligent, cultured. Huh? I don't really get it. I know, I don't either.
まあ万人には理解できぬのであろうな、この我は。
Right, that I can understand. It's the rest I don't get. Honestly, how are we supposed to have a conversation at all? He seems so aloof. Yukimaro is truly an odd spirit. Alright, back up. Alright, we want to talk about dislikes. You seem like you have a lot of weaknesses, Yukimaro.
なんと失礼な。完璧な我には苦手なものなどない。それは物も人もあやかしもじゃ。
I see, so is that why you always avoid eating your tomatoes?
我の中であれは食べ物ではない。故に我に嫌いな食べ物はないのだ。
They're not food. That doesn't make sense. Of course tomatoes are food. Like, it's fine if you don't want to eat your tomatoes, but don't slide yours over to my plate, okay?
なんと見抜いておったとは。主様も鋭いの。
What are you talking about? Anyone would notice after eating everything and they find something new on their plate.
ご承じゃ主様。そのこと小春には何とぞ言わんでおいてくれんか。
Oh my goodness. Don't worry. I ate the tomatoes, but be sure to eat them next time, okay?
我の中であれは食べ物ではない。故に我に嫌いな食べ物はないのだ。
What? Is he a robot? I'll have to ask Kohara about this. Yeah, ask him if he's a robot. Alright, now let's talk about hobbies. Do you have any hobbies, Yukimaro, besides watching TV?
テレビ以外と言われれば映画じゃな。
That's not that different.
最近もショッピングモールに入っておる映画館に行っての。あれは傑作であった。
If it's that good, I want to see it too. What's the title of the movie?
いや、内容はつまらんホラー映画なんだが、近くで見ていた着物姿の幽霊がな、びっくりするほどリアクションが良いのだ。
What?
連れもっての、そのものも映画ではなく着物の幽霊を見て笑っておった。
Feel bad for the ghost of the kimono.
おお、そうじゃ。その二人組はよく映画館におっての。今度主様も共に行こう。
I can't see ghosts. And even if I could, I prefer not to. So, really, your hobby is ghost watching, not movie watching.
おお、それも新たな趣味の一つとしよう。
He's so strange. Maybe it's best to say Yukimaro has a lot of hobbies. Alright, we're finally gonna talk about love. I wanted to ask, do spirits ever fall in love? Do you guys ever date?
ほう、興味がおありか、主様。
Of course, if she asks, they automatically assume, oh, so you're interested. Oops, I think I got his hopes up.
あやかしも人間同様、恋愛はするのだぞ。我も恋多き男として名を馳せたものだ。ははは。
I don't think that's something to be proud of. Oh, I didn't expect that of you. You never struck me as the romantic type.
なんと、このイケメンあやかしを捕まえておいて、そんなことを言うとは。
I am the one captured here.
主様もそのうちこの我の魅力に気づいて胸がドキュンなのだぞ。
You know, when you say it like that, it's really not that romantic. I didn't mean that. What's he talking about? Saya would have said it so much better than that. I'm just saying. Saya would have been passionate about it. I don't know whether my heart would be putty in your hands, but I do know your charm. But I do... Really? You're very kind and warm-hearted spirit.
あう主様の方が魅力は上か。
Why does he say that with that kind of face? Excuse me?
ふう、これは主様にしてやられるのもそう遠くないかもしれんな。
See, he says it so casually that I just don't believe him.
もし我が主様を好きになったら、その時はもうアタックを決めるゆえ、よろしく頼むぞ。
Oh, I don't like how I changed his tone at the end. It sounds weird. Yukimaro patted my head. What was that? My heart suddenly skipped a beat. Yukimaro is dangerous. Your heart would be skipping more than one beat if Saya had said that. After I purchased a gift for Sayaka, I went to visit her place, but she wasn't home. Unable to get a hold of her, my fears began to fester inside of me. Oh no, what's she going to do? It's just like last time. I thought back to the time that Sayaka started skipping school. She went to the beach, didn't she? Last time I looked everywhere for her and was unable to find her. A wave of unease rushed over me and Tokyo immediately appeared.
人探しなら僕もお手伝いできるです。あのあやかしたちにも声をかけておくです。
I'm gonna contact the spirit network. I realized that he must have been watching me from somewhere, but I was too relieved to care. Are you sure?
僕はもちろんですが、あのあやかしたちなら二つ返事で動くです。ずっと一緒にいたミサさんならわかるはずです。
Did he mean Yukimaro and Koharu? I thought he meant like other random spirits. I'll let the other spirits know. I just assumed he meant like random spirits. Like his spirit network connection. his friends. Toku was right, knowing then the two would agree to help me right away. Still, I don't want to take advantage of them. Despite my reservations, I decided to accept their help and expressed my gratitude. Thank you, Toku. Please help me find her.
やったー!
And we're going to get Yukimaro to help us. Did he just say alrighty? I watched as Toku started jumping up and down with joy.
ごめんなさい。 今のは違うです。とりあえず急いでみんなに声かけてくるです。
Oh my goodness. Then in a flash, Tucker quickly flew off. Why did he seem so excited? I don't know. It's a good question. As I searched several places I thought Sayaka might be, ended up at a shop near the station. Suddenly Kohara appeared, panting.
おい、いたぞ。学校だ。
Did she summon you again? Really? Thanks, Koharu. Seeing how exhausted he was, I realized just how hard they must have been searching. So with gratitude, I rushed towards the school. Together, Koharu and I ran to the school to find Toga and Yukimaro waiting for us outside the school gate. I dashed into the school, only then realizing I wasn't in my uniform. I can't worry about that right now. If I bump into a teacher, I'll just say I forgot something. She's looking for the Book of Secrets, or whatever it's called, the Red Book. Yukimaro said she was in the library, so I dashed there as quickly as I could. Then, she's not in her school uniform either. I found her. A wave of relief washed over me. She hadn't heard me come in and was standing by a nearby desk. I felt uneasy, but called out to her anyway. Sayaka. Sayaka leapt up in surprise. I approached her and saw her scramble to gather papers that were scattered all over the desk. What was she doing? She's probably doing some kind of ritual thing, like she did in the last common route? No, Koyo's common route. Koyo and Senna. What was she doing? She looked pale as she tightly gripped the torn pieces of paper. Oh, she did! Oh my goodness.
どうしてここに来たの？
I was looking everywhere for you, Sayaka. What are you doing here? I know, you're guilty. Saya looked down, silent. She's acting strange. She seemed scared, and I slowly approached her to give her the gift I just bought her. It was a charm, much like the one she'd given me from the Skooma Shrine. I got this for you, Sayaka. It's like the one you got me. I want both our futures to be bright, and so I thought it would be good for us to have matching ones. Wasn't sure if I'd gotten through to her. She didn't respond to me, she just stared at the charm. Why won't she say anything? Thinking I made a mistake somewhere, my heart started to race. But I knew I couldn't back down. There were still things I needed to say, things I couldn't keep bottled up anymore. You see, I still haven't figured out what I want to do with my life, but I hope it's something we can talk about together. And I'd like it if you could help me figure out a future that suits me. Is that okay? As I spoke, Sayaka's eyes began to fill with tears. When I saw her tears, my anxiety grew.
ありがとう。でも、私、これを受け取る資格、ないよ。
I know, she just tried to perform a spell. What? Why would you say that? Sayaka looked at the torn up pieces of paper in her hands and spread them out across the desk. Lighting up the pieces of paper, they spelled out a message. Don't separate me from Misa.
願いを叶えるおまじない。あなたと離れたくなくて。
Sayaka.
やっている最中に感じたのは、自分の弱さ。新しい環境で、ちゃんとやっていけるか不安で、あなたに執着していたの。バカだよね。終わる頃には、何やってるんだろうって、後悔したし、自分が怖くなった。自分勝手な理由で、友達を振り回して。
As Sayaka opened up, her face started to crumble.
このおまじない、すごくよく聞くって、ネットに載っていてね。だから、どうしよう。私、とんでもないことしちゃったかもしれない。
With that, Sayaka burst into tears. Not knowing what to do, I merely stood there watching until I felt Koharu's warm hand on my shoulder.
そいつは何の効力もない。だから大丈夫だ。
Huh?
小春の言うように人間が考えた気休めじゃ。
Seriously? Despite Sayaka's conviction, I never put much faith into those online curses. Besides, if the spirits are saying that it doesn't work, then there really must be nothing to it. Hey, Sayaka, this charm you cast, how should I tell her? Even if I tell her it's fine, I can't really explain to her how I know it will be fine. As I tried to come up with the right words, Toka floated over the table and pointed towards it.
ミサさん、そのおまじないってこれですよね。ここに書かれている手順と違うような。
You're not supposed to rip it up, right? You're supposed to do something else. Because when she ripped it up in Koyo's route, it like backfired or something. Or she says she did it wrong. His finger pointed towards Sayaka's phone, which displayed the ritual's instructions. I picked up her phone and looked over the instructions myself. So let's see. I finished reading the contents and asked Sayaka a question about them. Sayaka, can I ask, why did you rip the paper?
願いを書いた紙を破いておしまいって書いてあったから。
It doesn't say to rip it, it says to wipe it. Right here. It says to gently wipe it on the screen and it's done. Wipe it on the screen? Wipe the paper? I showed Sayaka her phone and she froze.
軽く破くのかと思ってた。
That doesn't even make sense. How do you lightly rip something? I couldn't help but laugh as Sayaka started to blush.
だって考え事しながらだったから全然疑問に思わなかったっていうか。
Sayaka, for someone who likes the occult so much, how do you get this wrong? Not to mention, you always get the details of our school ghost stories wrong too.
そんなに笑わないでよ。
Seeing us banter back and forth made me happy, but Sayaka still seemed somewhat awkward. Eventually her face fell again and I held out the charm for her. Here you go, Sayaka. You'll take it this time, right? She seemed to hesitate, but after staring at the charm for some time, she accepted it, tearing up as she did so.
ありがとう。
It's okay. Now stop crying, okay?
私強くなれるようにするから。だから友達でいてほしい。
Yeah, I'm going to try and rely on you more, Sayaka. Nothing good comes from keeping all this stuff bottled up. Aw, all their happy faces. I took a moment to glance over at the spirits who were watching the whole thing unfold. They all smiled. Sayaka wiped her tears and took a deep breath to collect herself.
でも本当におまじないが成功しなくてよかった。
It'd be fine even if you didn't. I don't believe in this stuff anyway.
ミサらしい。
With Sayaka smiling again, I finally felt at ease. I'm so glad. Even though I don't believe in spells, after everything that's happened, I might start paying closer attention to Sayaka's stories. Besides, I now had first-hand knowledge that gods and spirits exist. Sayaka suggested that we both go straight to the faculty room afterwards. Despite it being a day off, our teacher was there. How do you even get into the school on a day off? Like, the schools here are like tightly locked and shut even during the day when school is in session. My 12-year-old walks from the intermediate to the high school for saxophone lessons, and almost every single Wednesday she'll text me at 2:55 and she's like, no one is answering the door and it's locked. I'm like, you are 35 minutes early. You should wait 5 or 10 more minutes. Someone will answer the door for you. And then like 2 minutes later, she's like, I'm in. But like, that's my point. Like, even during school hours, like the school is locked tight and shut. Like, you can't just walk in. I mean, granted, she's going to the back door to the band room, but still, I mean, there's people in there practicing. You would think they would unlock it, but whatever. We had something we wanted to tell him.
休日だからといって私服で来るのはあまり良くないぞ。
Sorry, I was in a rush and forgot to change.
先生、お願いがあるんです。私たちが提出していた進路希望調査票を返してもらえたらありがたいんですけど。
Both, huh? What's she gonna change it to? Sayaka seemed unable to contain her eagerness and blurted everything out. As she did, our teacher's eyes widened in surprise. Then he let out a large laugh and a look of relief crossed his face.
そう来るかと思って。ほら。
He handed each one of us a blank career path survey.
古い方はこっちで処理しておくから大丈夫だ。
It seems like the spirits aren't the only ones keeping a close eye on me. I'm sorry for the trouble and thank you so much.
一式は意外じゃないが、飛騨はどうしたんだ。
Sayaka glanced at me, then turned to face her teacher.
自分の希望じゃないって気づいたんです。だから行きたい学校を真剣に考えたいなって。
As she spoke, her eyes betrayed no sign of weakness or anxiety, but instead hope. So glad. I thought of going home with Sayaka, but she wanted to look over some school pamphlets, so we parted ways at school. I wanted to talk with her about my future, but more than anything, after everything that had happened, just wanted to walk home with her. Tinged with a feeling of loneliness, I began to walk home alone. It's fine, someone will walk home with you. Yukimaro and the others didn't come to the faculty room with us. I wonder where they went. I thought maybe they'd gone back home as I passed through the school gate. There, I found the three of them waiting for me.
主様、腹が減ったし、早く家に帰るぞ。
Can you imagine if Sayaka showed up and she's like, they're multiplying? First Koharu, then Yukimaro, and who's this person?
お前は食うことしか考えてねえのかよ。
早かしのくせして規則正しく3食きっちり食べるなんて、ゆきまろさんおかしいです。
Hearing their usual banter, I laughed and ran towards them. Everyone. Yay! I bowed deeply to the three of them. Thank you so much for today. I looked up, seeing the faces that I'd grown to love staring back at me.
礼には及ばぬ。主様の笑顔のためとあらば、たとえ空腹だろうが殿だまるだろうが、全速力で駆けつけるぞ。
お前が笑ってられるなら、それでいい。
Oh.
その笑顔が見られるのなら、どんなことでもするです。
Koharu already said that. You gotta come up with your own excuse. Hearing the three of them tell me how much they cared about me made me feel warm, and I realized I truly loved them. As friends, though, we haven't got there yet. She feels the same for everyone. I know, right? So much had happened. By the time I returned to my room, I was exhausted. I'm so glad I have tomorrow off, too. I seriously need to think about my career path. Despite feeling tired, I felt as though an emotional weight had been lifted. I decided to take action and open my computer. I'm so glad I spoke with Sayaka. If I hadn't gone looking for her and talked to her, it was dreadful to even think about what could have happened. Sayaka would have felt so guilty. I know, she did. Yeah, in the urban legends common route, she felt terrible. Well, because Misa actually did went into a coma, so she blamed herself. I knew that spell wouldn't have worked on me, but Sayaka sure does believe in it. Curious, I opened my browser and searched for the word spell. Oh, wow. There's so many. Surprised by the sheer number of results, I opened site after site. What am I doing? I don't have time for this. I need to be thinking about my future. I took a deep breath, trying to refocus. All right. Just as I was about to start researching, I felt someone tap my shoulder. I turned around and saw Yukimaro.
まったく主様は一人で頑張ろうとするでないぞ。
Sorry, but when it comes to my future, I really do think this is something I have to decide for myself.
まあそれはそうだが、我が手伝えることだってあるのだ。してめぼしいものはあったのか？
I was just going to do some research online.
そのようなものを見ているだけでは、主様のお眼鏡にかなう夢は見つからぬ。
With that, Yukimaro closed my laptop. So, how do you suggest I find what I want to do, Yukimaro? I thought he might have a plan, so I glanced up hopefully at him.
明日も休みなのだろう？それなら、我と出かけよう。題名は、夢を探して。
That's cute. Our mission, should you choose to accept it. His eyes sparkled with childlike hope and excitement. I couldn't help but laugh. I know, he's seen too many movies. This all seems very Yukimaro. Whenever it came to me, he always went above and beyond. He's such a lively and dependable spirit. I feel like as long as I'm with you, I'll find something. I smiled and Yukimaro's expression brightened even further.
そうだろう、そうだろう。今すぐでも良いのだぞ。
It's the middle of the night. Let's start tomorrow.
それじゃあ、朝6時に出発じゃ。
That's too early.
ふむ。では、殿田丸を見てからにするか。
There you go. That's more of a Yukimaro answer. This kind of back and forth was beginning to feel regular to me. The bright atmosphere he created always filled me with a sense of peace. He was the reason I was able to stay so positive. Yukimaro. I looked at him seriously and bowed. Thank you so much. I'm truly lucky to have you in my life. That face is adorable. That's my favorite face of his. Yukimaro's face erupted bright red and he began to fidget nervously.
それは我にとって最上級の褒め言葉と分かって言うておるのか？
Oh, is that so? I guess it is, huh? I didn't realize.
心がこもっておらぬ。
He seemed shocked by my reaction and collapsed like liquid onto the floor. I'm so sorry. That's not the case at all. If anything, I had to say them because I meant them.
本当か？我をもてあそんでおるのではなくて？
Toying with you? Never. Please trust me. Yukimaro quickly recovered, flashing me a grand smile as he stood up. He stepped forward and took both of my hands in his. Ah. He suddenly approached, and the way he held my hands made my heart skip a beat.
主様の言葉、嬉しく思うぞ。しかと心に焼き付けた。
Does that mean you're happy?
嬉しいに決まっておる。我をそのように言ったのは、お主で二人目だ。
I don't know why she's getting all flustered all of a sudden. Like, their relationship really hasn't changed. He's acted the same since he has since the beginning. Why is she just now, like, getting all flustered by it? I don't know. Doesn't seem as naturally progressing as any other route. It just seems like, oh, all of a sudden I switched my way of thinking about him. Second? Well, he is a guardian spirit. I guess it makes sense that someone else has said that to him.
主様は我との出会いを幸運というが、それはこちらも同じ。我も主様に出会えて幸運じゃ。このような気持ちになるのは久方ぶり。ありがとう、ミサ殿。
Oh, he didn't call her master. He called her by her name. Oh, sure. Him calling me by my name made my heart race even faster. See, that would be a reason to make your heart race. I guess he is touching her more often than he has. I don't think the spirits ever really touch her that much, but Yukimaro has been very close with her in this episode. He always calls me master, but hearing him say my name, it feels so different.
しかし、なんとも不思議な人よのう。我の心を翻弄してくるとは。
Oh, really?
幸福を与えてやりたいと思う一方で、離れがたくなってしまう。
Oh. That's when I remembered something I had long since forgotten. That's right. Eventually, I'll have to say goodbye to him. I felt a chill run through my heart. I gripped Yukimaro's hand even tighter.
主様、そのように手をギュッとされるとときめいてしまうではないか。
He acts all flustered and then he just like laughs it off at the end. His words made me gasp and I immediately let go. Oh, that was just,
よいよい、すべてわかっておる。
Oh, do you now? He nodded and my heart pounded even more. Do you really know?
手に取るようにわかる。主様も我にときめいてくれたのであろう。
It just seems so weird. It's like all of a sudden he's just coming on to her and I don't know, like it's cute, but it doesn't sit the same way as all the past characters so far. That's not true at all. I spoke seriously. Yukimaro looked as if he had been struck by lightning before comically falling to the floor again.
ひどいのだ。我をときめかせておいてもてあそぶとは。
Could you not yell that? People might get the wrong idea. Yeah, I'm not even listening anymore. Okay. Gosh, Yukimaro. But he wasn't wrong. I reacted that way because he said that my heart had fluttered. I could only hope he couldn't hear its rapid beating. I knew we were getting close to the end because it was already after an hour. Now we're in Yukimaro's route. Oh my goodness, and the sleigh bells are still there. Alright, so that's the end of the... I want to say last common route, but there's still a secret ending, and I don't know if it has a common route per se, since it doesn't branch off anywhere. I mean, I guess you can call it a common route, because after chapter 4, the colors kind of change into new colors. It doesn't say, like, whose route it is. But there's only 2 chapters after the, quote, common route. So, I guess it is. I don't know. It's like, there's like an ending to the common route in the next one. But it has 2 endings as well. It has the godly and heavenly end. Anyway, yeah. I hope Yukimaro's route gets better, because the common route was bland to me, like I've been saying in the last couple episodes. At least we have a CG this time, though. I don't have to make one up. I don't think Oharu's route will disappoint, so I'm just hoping that Yukimaro's doesn't. I can't really get behind him as a character in general. Like, he's not very interesting to me. He's like a... I don't want to say bipolar, but like a hyperactive kid, and he's just all over the place with his emotions, and he gives me whiplash most of the time. So anyway, I'm gonna stop yapping here so I can end the episode and go start editing. If you guys did enjoy, drop a like down below and or subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.